Fear. It's one of the most primal emotions we experience, a survival mechanism wired deep into our brain. Yet, in the modern world, fear often no longer protects us. Instead, it controls us. It shapes our decisions, limits our potential, and traps us in invisible prisons of doubt and anxiety. But what if fear isn't just an automatic response? What if it's a complex psychological force that operates in our minds, influencing our thoughts, actions, and even our identity? Today, we dive into the psychology of fear, how it controls us, why it can become overwhelming, and most importantly, how we can reclaim control over it and free ourselves. Section 1. What is fear? Biology and psychology of fear. Fear is more than just feeling scared. It's a powerful biological response designed to protect us from danger. When we perceive a threat, real or imagined, our brain's amygdala, the emotional center, activates. This triggers the fight, flight, or freeze response, flooding our body with adrenaline, increasing heart rate, sharpening senses, and preparing muscles for action. But fear is not only physical. Psychologically, it shapes how we interpret situations, often amplifying risks or exaggerating threats. Our personal experiences, memories, and beliefs color the way fear manifests, turning it from a simple alarm into a complex emotional pattern. Understanding this dual nature, biological and psychological, is the first step in recognizing fear's power over us. Section 2. How fear controls our behavior. Fear controls us subtly and overtly. It influences our decisions, often pushing us to avoid risks and seek comfort zones. This can protect us, but it can also trap us. When fear becomes chronic, it manifests as anxiety, phobias, or even panic disorders, overwhelming our ability to respond rationally. We start to self-sabotage, freeze in the face of opportunity, or lash out defensively. Fear also manipulates our thoughts through cognitive biases like catastrophizing, imagining the worst-case scenario, or confirmation bias, seeking information that confirms our fears. Society and media amplify this by preying on fear, turning it into a tool of control at mass levels. Understanding how fear hijacks our minds helps us identify its grip in daily life. Section 3. The types of fear that affect humans. Fear wears many masks. There is acute fear, immediate reaction to a present danger, like jumping at a sudden noise. Chronic fear, persistent fear that lingers, often without an obvious trigger. Existential fear, deep fears about meaning, death, or isolation. Social fear, fear of judgment, rejection, or humiliation. Conditioned fear, learned fear from past trauma or negative experiences. Each type influences us differently, and often, they overlap. By recognizing the type of fear we face, we can tailor strategies to address it effectively. Section 4. Why do we fear? The roots of fear in the mind. Why do we fear? Beyond survival instincts, fear is rooted in our brain's need for safety and predictability. Fear arises when we face the unknown. Uncertainty triggers anxiety because our brain craves control. Childhood experiences, cultural conditioning, and personal trauma implant deep fears in our subconscious. Fear also serves as a protector of our ego, preventing us from risking failure, embarrassment, or change. But ironically, this protective mechanism often becomes our biggest barrier. Fear of fear itself can spiral, trapping us in a vicious cycle. Section 5. How to overcome fear, practical psychological strategies. Fear can be tamed, not eliminated, but understood and managed. Here are practical, research-backed strategies: awareness and acceptance. Name your fear without judgment. Awareness reduces its subconscious hold. Exposure therapy. Gradually face your fears in safe, controlled ways to retrain your brain's response. Mindfulness and breathing. Slow, deep breaths calm the nervous system and anchor you in the present moment. Cognitive restructuring. Challenge irrational thoughts. Replace "I will fail" with "I can learn and grow." Building resilience. Strengthen emotional flexibility by embracing discomfort and setbacks as part of growth. Seeking support. Therapy, support groups, or trusted confidants provide tools and encouragement. Self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness. Fear is human, overcoming it is progress, not perfection. Section 6. Powerful mindset shifts. 2. Reclaim control. Changing how we think about fear transforms its power. See fear as a signal, not a stop sign. Embrace vulnerability as strength. Understand discomfort is temporary, growth is lasting. Celebrate small victories over fear, each step rewires your brain. Remember, courage is not absence of fear but action despite it. By adopting these mindsets, fear becomes a guide, a teacher, rather than a tyrant. Embracing fear to live freely. Fear is an ancient companion, sometimes fierce, sometimes subtle. We can't erase it, but we can change how it shapes our lives. When we understand fear's roots, recognize its forms, and apply intentional strategies, we reclaim our freedom. Each moment we face fear, we break its hold and open doors to courage, growth, and true living. Remember, the power to overcome fear lies within you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts or experiences with fear below, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the mysteries of the mind and personal growth. Your support means the world and helps us create more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're stronger than your fears.